In economic terms, when you look at our bilateral trade balance, at first glance, you see a surplus in favor of Colombia. But when you deduct oil, because we export few barrels of oil every day to the United States, when you deduct oil, without deducting coal, you see that the surplus is for the United States. We need a free trade agreement to promote investment in Colombia. Investment is the real alternative for those people making their lives from illicit drugs. If we prosper with new investments, those who are engaged in illicit drugs will find a legal alternative. The exporting sector generates the best jobs in Colombia. When we speak about social responsibility in the chapter of investment, we speak about fraternity in the relationship between employers and workers. We want not social class hatred. We want not cheap capitalism, white capitalism. We need fraternity. The exporting sector creates the best high quality jobs with affiliation to the social security system. We are hopeful that more sooner than later there will be a bipartisan decision in the United States Congress to give the final approval to our free trade agreement. To promote investment confidence in Colombia, we are working with many points. First, our determination to continue with democratic security. Second, we give private investors, domestic and international, all the guarantees in Colombia. It is very important to be repeated here in the United States and wherever in the world. One point that makes the difference between our country and other Latin American countries is that there are some Latin American countries with hostility regarding private investors. They believe that they can support the development of their economies upon state monopolies. We want not state monopolies. We want the state to guarantee social cohesion, but we need the prosperity derived from the confidence of private investors with social responsibility. While other countries are hostile regarding private investors, Colombia has earned the friendship with private investors. We need investment in Colombia for our country to prosper. When the United States approves the free trade agreement, many people will say, oh, Colombia is the right place to invest, because Colombia has access to the United States market. Because if the United States has approved the free trade agreement with Colombia, because the United States considers that Colombia is a country with friendship for private investors. We have reduced our fiscal deficit, we have reduced our public indebtedness, and we have created very important tax incentives to promote investments in Colombia. Many people ask me about our security for investors, about stable rules. The Minister of Trade, who is this noon with us, now has one law available, approved by our Congress. This law allows our government to sign pacts on stable rules with investors in Colombia for 20 years. It is very, very important. But we need to integrate our economy with the international economy. Thus, it is very important, the free trade agreement. Tomorrow I will ask to the meeting here in Atlanta, how can we improve competitiveness if we have not access to the main market in the world economy? Without access to the economy of the United States, it is impossible to advance in competitiveness. And you know that one of the factors of competitiveness is productivity. And when one country advances in the level of productivity, this country advances in fair income distribution. The more we advance in productivity, competitiveness, the better to get high-quality jobs, to improve, to overcome the problems of unfair income distribution. We lag behind in infrastructure. Our capital city is 1,000 kilometers far away from the Caribbean coast, 600 kilometers far away from the Pacific coast, with 3 mountains, with peaks of how many feet? There are peaks around 11,000 feet in Colombia. 11,000 feet. 11,900. Hay los hay de 5,000 metros. You realize how difficult it is to update Colombia in infrastructure. For we need investment confidence, because the state budget is not enough. It's not enough to build infrastructure. We need the private investor from all over the world come to Colombia with confidence in our country to help Colombia to update in an infrastructure.